Hello, this little video is going to talk about Leviticus 1 to 7. I don't know if you're about to read it or you have just read it, but let me just try and show you some of the important things and connect it with some themes that you'll be familiar with from the New Testament. So you'll have been reading, or you're about to read, about a number of different sacrifices. It's easy to get a bit bewildered by those, but let me just run through them for you. There was the burnt offering, which is offered for sin. There was the cereal offering, or the grain offering, which is a kind of offering of thankfulness. It's an offering of dedication to God. There's what's called the peace or fellowship offering. This was a lovely one because it was a voluntary offering. It was given sometimes because of confession, sometimes in discharge of a vow, sometimes just random love and gratitude. And it was eaten as a meal. And so it was a special meal taking place in the presence of God, celebrating with friends or family. Then there's a sacrifice for purification after defilement. Do you remember we spoke last time about unclean, clean and holy? To move something from unclean to clean, there's a sacrifice to do that. And there's a sacrifice of reparation if someone had trespassed against holy things or uttered a vow and had failed to, or an oath rather, and had failed to see through with that. Now, what can we learn from these? You may well have recognized a lot of New Testament themes, which are, well, New Testament ideas, which are being picked up from Leviticus. We know from Romans 6 that the wages of sin is death. And there's something about some of these sacrifices that really, really shows that to us. I want you to imagine just for a moment that you are coming to offer a burnt offering for your sin or for your household sin, and you come with your animal and you come to the tabernacle. And this is going to turn your stomach, okay, but just bear with me. And you take your animal and you press your hands on its head and you confess your sin. And then you slit that animal's throat and there is blood everywhere. You know that sin matters, don't you? You really know that sin matters because it's sloshing right around your ankles now. I think we can learn something here about the fact that sin really matters. It really matters to God, and it really matters in the way that we hurt others. And there's something really multi-sensory about these sacrifices that are being offered. They involve what you see with your eyes, they involve what you hear, the animals, involve the smell of the burnt meat and the incense and the grain and other things that are being offered. They involve the taste when you eat the fellowship offering. They involve the sensation. You press your hands on the head of that animal, confessing your sins, and it dies in your place. There's something really holistic, really visceral, actually, about that worship. Perhaps sometimes we make worship a little bit too much, simply in our heads or just about our emotions. So that's just a very brief highlight of something that you may well have just been reading in Leviticus 1 to 7. I'll see you next time when we're going to discuss the next section.